Hi, I am Damilola Adelodun Ayeni. I'm your chemistry teacher. I'm here to solve three chemistry problems. Let's go ahead. Question number one. 50 cm cube of carbon 2 oxide CO was exploded with 150 cm cube of air containing 20% oxygen by volume. Which of the reactants was in excess? A. Carbon 2 oxide, B. Carbon 4 oxide, C. Oxygen, and D. Nitrogen. To start with, let's look at the given parameters in the question. We have seen that we have 50 cm cube of the CO, that's carbon 2 oxide, and 20% of 150 of the air is oxygen. So we can work that one out. That will be 20 over 100 times 150 over 1, and that will give us 30 centimeter cube. And then we look at the equation for the reaction. CO combines with O2 to give us CO2. All of them are in gaseous form. And there are 3 O2 on the left, 2 on the right. So the equation is not balanced. So to balance it, we just have to add 2 to the CO and 2 to the CO2, which will make it 2CO, 2C on the left, 2C on the right, and 4 oxygen on the left, 4 oxygen on the right. So it becomes a balanced equation. Now, this question is based on Gay-Lussac's law of combining volume, which shows that for every 2 volume of CO, 1 oxygen will always react with it to give us 2 volumes of carbon 4 oxide, that is CO2. And so following that ratio 2 to 1 to 2, then let's look at what we are given the question. Before the reaction, we have 50 cm cube of the CO, we have 50 cm cube of the CO and 30 cm cube of O2, and there was no CO2. So during the reaction, if you go by saying that 30 cm cube of oxygen, we need 60 cm cube of CO, which is 1 to 2. That will not work. So we go the other way around. 50 cm cube of CO we definitely require 25 cm cube of oxygen, and that will give us 50 cm cube of CO2, since they are all in ratio 2 to 1 to 2. So whatever is for your CO will be your CO2. So 50 cm cube of CO requires 25 cm cube of oxygen to give us 50 cm cube of CO2. And now, after the reaction, let's look at what and what are left behind. We see that after the reaction, all the CO, that is carbon 2 oxide, have already all the CO have already been used up. So we have 0 cm cube of CO left, and we have 5 cm cube of oxygen left, and 50 cm cube of CO2 is produced. So after the reaction, we can conclude that no CO was left because all the whole 50 cm cube of the CO were used up, and 50 cm cube of CO2 was produced, whereas only 5 cm cube of oxygen was left, which was not used. Therefore, we can conclude that the answer is C, which is what? Oxygen, which is the one in excess there.